right, we'll go ahead and get started. I'd like to recognize Counselor Civil for prayer and leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Thank you. As we begin Haitian Heritage Month, we come together to honor the rich culture, vibrant tradition, and remarkable history of Haiti and its people. This month is a celebration of resilience, justice, and the enduring spirits of a nation that was first successfully led the revolution for independence led by formerly enslaved people. We recognize the profound contribution Haitians have made to art, music, literature, politics, and community life, both in Haiti and across the globe. As we reflect, let us recommit ourselves to promoting understanding, unity, and appreciation for diversity that strengthen us all. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with
Liberty and justice for all.
All right, it's a beautiful afternoon out there. You guys are working hard, really appreciate it. I'd like to recognize Counselor Ferreira for a motion to record advice and consent for the financial warrant.
Move, Governor.
Seconded by Counselor Iannella. All those in favor? Any opposed? The ayes have it. I'd like to recognize Counselor Kennedy for a motion to record advice and consent for the pending list of notaries public and justices of the peace.
So move, Governor.
Seconded by Counselor Ziegler. All those in favor? Any opposed? The ayes have it. I'd like to recognize Counselor Dolan for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon Frank Albert.
So moved, Governor.
And is there a second? Seconded by Counselor Kennedy. Any further comments, or questions? Seeing none, I would ask Sonia to please call the roll.
Counselor Dolan? Yes. Counselor Iannella?
Yes.
Counselor Sigler?
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs?
Yes.
Counselor Ferrera?
Yes.
Counselor Civil?
Yes.
7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. Sorry, I had to give us a quick count there. I'd like to recognize Counselor Dolan for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon Paul Casciati.
So moved, Governor.
Second.
Seconded by Counselor Ferreira. Any further comments or questions on this? Seeing none, I'd ask Sonia to please call the roll.
Counselor Iannella?
Yes.
Counselor Sigler?
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs?
Yes.
Counselor Ferrera?
Yes.
Counselor Civil?
Yes.
Counselor Dolan?
Yes.
And Counselor Kennedy.
I recuse myself from this matter.
I'm so sorry, I didn't know that. That's 6 members voting, 6 in the affirmative, the matter carries. I'd like to recognize Counselor Dolan for a motion to for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon Joseph Danisi.
So moved, Governor.
And is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Counselor Civil. Any comments or questions on this one? Seeing none, I'd ask Sonia to please call the roll.
Counselor Sigler?
Yes.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs?
Yes.
Counselor Ferrera?
Yes.
Counselor Civil? Counselor Dolan?
Yes.
Counselor Iannella?
Yes.
7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. I'd now like to recognize Counselor Jacobs for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon Yolanda Rodriguez.
So moved, Governor.
Motion's been made. Is there a second?
Second.
Seconded by Counselor Dolan. Any comments or questions? Seeing none, I'd ask Sonia to please call the roll.
Counselor Kennedy?
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs?
Yes.
Counselor Ferrera?
Yes.
Counselor Civil? Counselor Dolan?
Yes.
Counselor Iannella?
Yes.
Counselor Sigler?
Yes.
7 members voting, 7 in the affirmative, the matter carries. I'd like to recognize Counselor Civil for a motion to record advice and consent to pardon William Veal.
We wanted to do a motion.
Yep,
Yes.
so I,
I'd like to call on Counselor Jacobs.
thank you, Governor. I would like to make a motion to hold a hearing on this particular pardon.
Second.
Counselor Jacobs makes a motion to hold a hearing on the pardon of William Veal, and that has been seconded by Counselor Ziegler. Any further comments or questions?
What's the hearing date?
Well, why don't
Is that
we,
one, but
Vote, don't we vote yes or no first?
Yes, it has been so.
motion's been made and seconded to hold a hearing, then we can try and coordinate a date if we need to. All those in favor of a hearing, say aye.
I,
Or can you give me a, put your hands up? 5, 1, 2, 3. Any opposed to a hearing? Are you, that's 4, so the matter does not carry for a hearing. Is there another motion?
So can I make a second motion? In that event, I'd like to push back voting. Just all to say, I have been, I attempted to get into contact with this particular applicant and have failed. And so if I can push back the vote to be able to try to actually have a conversation to address some of my questions and concerns, I'd appreciate that. So I guess I'd like to make a motion to push back the vote.
You can make a motion to push back the vote. Is there a second for that?
Well, is that, just point of order,
Counselor
is
Ferrera?
that in our purview? I mean, I think the governor's office calls for the vote and it's not up to us.
We have a motion that has been made that we can agree. There's another motion on the agenda. Counselor Kennedy?
I think Council Ferrer is right. We don't put up the votes. We've dealt with this in the past. You put up the votes or you pull the votes. We have no control over that at all. No. No. So that's your decision if you
So I
want.
guess rather than a motion, a request.
Well, we've got this item on the agenda. I think we're prepared to move forward this afternoon. And one motion has been already denied in terms of holding a hearing. So we would push forward with this motion. I didn't want to deny you an opportunity for your motion, which looks like would not move forward given the vote we just had on holding a hearing. Okay. So I could recognize Counselor Civil for a motion to record and advising consent to pardon William Beal.
So,
Second.
Seconded by Counselor Ferrera. Any further questions or comments? Beyond whatever's been made already, Counselor Jacobs.
Yeah, all that to say, and I don't want to belabor it, but I've watched the hearing before the Advisory Board of Pardons of this applicant twice. The first time it came before us and this week again. And I'm left with some real questions and concerns that would only have been addressed by trying to get more direct feedback from this person. So for that reason, I just cannot support this particular.
Appreciate that. Motion's been made and seconded. Any other questions or comments? Seeing none, I'd ask Sonia to please call the roll.
Counselor Ferrera,
Yes.
Counselor Civil,
yes.
Counselor Dolan,
Yes.
Counselor Yanela,
Yes.
Counselor Sigler,
No.
Counselor Kennedy,
Yes.
Counselor Jacobs.
7 members voting, 5 in the affirmative, 2 in the negative. The matter carries. We also have 2 new nominations. Amy Karen Jekus to the position of Associate Justice at the Superior Court. Counselor Jacobs, that one's in your court. Do you have
Yes.
a date and time yet?
Don't yet. I'm very enthusiastic about this one, but I will get back to you with a date.
Okay, perfect. And then we've got Honorable Asha White to the position of Associate Justice at the Superior Court. Counselor Kennedy, do you have a date and time yet?
10:30 next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, 10:30. Perfect. May 21 at 10:30. Duly noted. I think that concludes our business, so I'd entertain a motion to adjourn. Motion made by Counselor Jacobs, seconded by Counselor Ziegler. All those in favor, all those opposed, the ayes have it. And adjourned. All right.